Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. It is November 9th. Lisa, Lydia, Scott here with you this morning.
Oh,
okay.
There it is.
We're not sure if you were still watching us.
Yeah.
We started, then
The internet cut out a little bit, connection. Now we're back, so let's
Hopefully.
go. Let's get on with it.
so
I
if
guess.
you
I
saw
don't
that,
know.
we were just chit-chatting.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for the buffer screen to go away. So here we are.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Of course, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning. It stays on your feed, so you can watch it anytime, whatever time works best for you. We make it into a podcast as well. You can go to inform.com/podcast. Look for the Inform Minute. Really, we make it as easy as possible. You can go to our Inform YouTube channel, and we love it when you wake up and watch First News live on WDAY from 5 to 7 every weekday morning.
Yeah, that's right. Of course, love to have you join us. Talk a lot about the weather, of course,
Yeah.
on First News today. Kind of not the best.
Icky. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's windy.
Yeah, super windy.
Yeah. West-northwest about 15 to 25 sustained, and then gusting 30 to 35. It was like that when we first got here
Yeah.
this morning. It's staying that way all darn day. So very windy. That, of course, is making it feel colder. Temps will just wiggle a couple of degrees through the 30s today. Wind chills easily in the upper teens to the lower 20s. There's a little light snow up to the north of Highway 2 right now. It's kind of dropping down out of Canada. Some wet, slushy accumulations. We do have some road problems up in the Northern Valley. My Pembina DOT cam looking a little slushy this morning. So watch out for those. And then, of course, where the snowfall is meeting the wind, we've got some visibility problems. So all things to be aware of. Those are fairly isolated problems. Here in Fargo, we're seeing a little sunshine this morning.
good.
Cloud cover increasing, though, so it's short-lived
Yeah.
sun. Anyways, then tomorrow, wind lets up. That'll be nice. Not as windy for tomorrow. For Dakota Bowl plans, for deer opener tomorrow. Still a chilly and cloudy day with highs in the 30s for tomorrow, but with less wind.
Oh, that'll
that
help.
helps.
Yes.
That really
Definitely.
helps.
Big
Yeah.
time.
Let's warm things up. Into the weekend, 40s on Veterans Day, partly cloudy for any of your celebrations, anything that's going on outside. We look good to go.
Okay.
We'll be into the 50s on Sunday, mid-50s on Monday, 60s by Tuesday, Wednesday. So we're just turning the dial on the heat a little bit next week. We'll keep it dry all of next week too. I don't have any big snowstorms in the forecast. I don't have anything sub-zero, so not bad for mid-November.
Not at all. I'll take
Next
that.
week we'll be looking about 15 to 20 degrees above average.
Wow.
This time of year.
Okay.
That's a lot, especially
it is.
because November started on a cold note.
Yes, it
Halloween
did.
was really cold, so it just kind of felt like, here we go. And now next week looks nice. So if you need to get the snowblower ready or hang up the Christmas lights or put away the patio furniture or any of those winterizing things, next week looks like the good opportunity to do so. There are several days next week where it
Make
looks
that
nice.
honey-do list
Yes, that's a great idea.
or add to it.
Yep, great idea. Before, the inevitable eventually does come and it's
Yeah.
blizzarding and it's minus a million outside. Because that's going to happen. It's
Yes,
like,
it
yeah.
will. All right.
Okay, thanks
Sounds
guys.
good. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Lydia. Well, we're tracking breaking news for you this morning. A man was arrested in connection with an assault that involved a gun. Moorhead police tell us they arrested 28-year-old Levester Adams. They were initially called out on a domestic assault report to 7th Avenue South, an area near Concordia's campus, right around 7:30. Officers say Adams had pulled a gun during the incident. That's why they were called. However, he had actually left that location before police arrived, but they were able to track him down, find him, arrest him. They say he was at a home near the Red River is all they're telling us right now. But we do know he is in the Clay County Jail this morning, facing possible assault and burglary charges. We're still working to learn when he will be in court.
All right, also breaking news this morning. Police are looking for a man who's accused of punching another man in the face and then stealing his socks and his shoes. Fargo police were called to the Petro Serve gas station on NP Avenue in downtown Fargo just before 7:30 last night. Officers say the robbery actually happened underneath the Veterans Memorial Bridge. The victim told police he was around a campfire when a man that he was with punched him, took his stuff. Officers were not able to find that suspect, but they did find the victim's shoes and his socks. The man who got punched is expected to be okay. We are still working to learn who police are looking for and what charges they could face.
Right now, Fargo police say they need your help finding a serial arsonist.
Yeah, geez.
There have been 5 garage fires at the France apartments since June, including one this week, which we covered for you on First News. A 6th fire in a garage at the apartment complex just across the street. That one was in October. Now, all of these are kind of north of West Acres Mall. Initially, we said closer to the Century movie theater, but close to 24 garages have been damaged. Some of the garages were empty, but others had cars in them. Of course, whatever else you can store in a garage,
Yeah.
maybe, Rubbermaid's full of
All sorts of stuff.
All
Who
sorts
knows?
of things. So police at this point say they don't have a motive, but they do believe all of those fires are connected. So scary stuff. If you have any information on who might be behind these fires or anything else, you're asked to call Fargo Police right away.
All right, today we're going to hear from Fargo firefighters and Fargo city leaders about what steps the commissioners here in the city could take now that Fargo firefighters have gone public with concerns about their pay. Some firefighters say they were hesitant to speak out, fearing retaliation. Well, that's because recently a public letter similar from Moorhead firefighters led to punishment for those who were involved in it. But yesterday, 31 firefighters from Fargo signed their names in a letter that was sent to WDAY News and the Forum, outlining their pay for firefighters here compared to other towns in our region. Right now, Fargo firefighters started at $18.91 an hour. Next year, Grand Forks will be paying $22.86 an hour. Fargo firefighters say in the last 5 years, resignations from the department have doubled, and then 18 of their firefighters have stepped down, and 10 have gone to other departments.
Today, Sanford's urgent care on Broadway in Fargo is reopening. It was closed for about 2 weeks. The closure happened after an outside contractor for the city of Fargo ruptured a sewer line. So after closed for 2 weeks, they've been open for about a half hour, 45 minutes. The regular hours are back in place, and it's 7:30 in the morning to 7:30 at night.
All right, big national headline this morning. Of course, the third GOP presidential debate happened last night. As expected with all debates, there were some fireworks. Abortion was the main topic of the night. Several candidates continued to take a hard pro-life stance. Then outside of abortion, the candidates mostly talked about things like foreign policy, specifically with the war in Israel and Ukraine, as well as relations with Iran and China. But perhaps the most talked about moment this morning was a heated exchange between Nikki Haley and Vivek Ramaswamy when he targeted Haley's daughter for her online presence using TikTok. Haley then called him scum for his comments. So a lot of talk about that and those kind of heated moments last night.
Absolutely. Okay, we're now just one day away from the 31st edition of the Dakota Bowl, and you can catch all of that awesome football action on WDAY. And it starts pretty early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow at 9, the 9-man state championship. But because of all the football, our programming is going to be a little bit different, so just be aware of that. WDAY News at 11, 4, and 5 will be on WDAY Extra tomorrow. So we will be on, but just on the extra. Our news at 6 and 10 will be on WDAY at regular times. But just stay with us throughout the morning. We'll have news and weather updates, and we're also going to be tracking, the brackets and let you know about who's going to be in the championship game and all that good stuff.
All sorts of stuff
stay with
going
us.
on. So exciting times. And then, of course, today on Hot Mic with Don Izzo, since we are so close to the Dakota Bowl, we're going to check in with Fargo North's Adam Rowland as the Spartans seek their first title in 23 years. Plus, it's opening night for the Bison women at home. They're facing off against Jamestown. Head coach Jory Collins will join the show to preview the upcoming season. That's from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra.
And remember, now is a great time to get your Inform.com subscription. 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Just go to Inform.com/subscribe to check it out.
And then join us the rest of the day on air as well for our newscasts. Our next one's at 11, then 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. We'll be back for your Friday morning from 5 to 7 with First News.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.